Pneumonia, it's a word that can strike fear. It can disrupt lives. Pneumonia is more common than you might think. This serious infection affects millions around the world each year. It's a condition that deserves our attention. Pneumonia is a leading cause of death from infection. It's especially dangerous for young children and older adults. But pneumonia doesn't discriminate. It can impact anyone, regardless of age or health. Knowing the facts about pneumonia can protect you and your loved ones. Let's learn how this infection takes hold. And most importantly, let's discover how to prevent it. Pneumonia is an infection of the lungs. It inflames the air sacs or alveoli in one or both lungs. These sacs fill with fluid or pus, making it difficult to breathe. This can lead to a variety of symptoms, from mild to severe. Symptoms depend on the cause of the infection and your overall health. Some people experience mild symptoms. Others have severe symptoms that require hospitalization. Knowing the signs and symptoms is crucial. Early detection is key to effective treatment. Let's dive deeper into the symptoms. Imagine your lungs as two large sponges filled with tiny air sacs, the alveoli. These sacs absorb oxygen from the air you breathe. When pneumonia-causing germs enter your lungs, your body fights back. White blood cells rush to the infected area, causing inflammation. The alveoli fill with fluid and pus, making it difficult to breathe. Symptoms include a persistent cough, chest pain, and difficulty breathing. If you experience these symptoms, seek medical attention promptly. Pneumonia often announces itself with a persistent cough. This cough can produce thick, discolored phlegm. Chest pain, especially when breathing deeply, is another telltale sign. This pain arises from the inflammation of the pleura, the thin lining surrounding your lungs. Shortness of breath is a serious symptom that should never be ignored. If you find yourself gasping for air, seek immediate medical attention. Fatigue is a common companion to pneumonia. This overwhelming tiredness can make even simple tasks exhausting. Your body is working overtime to fight the infection. Rest is essential for recovery. Fever is another hallmark of pneumonia. Your temperature rises as your immune system fights the germs. Chills often accompany fever, sending shivers down your spine. Monitor your fever closely and seek medical help if it spikes. Fever is a clear indication that your body is battling an infection. This fever can range from mild to high. Chills often accompany fever, sending shivers down your spine. Headache can also plague pneumonia patients. This throbbing pain can be caused by the infection or the fever. Confusion, especially in older adults, can be a concerning symptom. This disorientation can manifest as difficulty thinking clearly or changes in behavior. Seek medical attention if you experience these symptoms. Pneumonia's reach extends beyond the respiratory system. Gastrointestinal issues such as nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea can also accompany pneumonia. Muscle aches and joint pain can add to the overall discomfort. Dehydration is a risk with pneumonia, especially with high fever or vomiting. Drink plenty of fluids to stay hydrated. Loss of appetite is another common symptom. Focus on staying hydrated and rest as much as possible. Your body needs energy to fight the infection. Germs are everywhere. They lurk on surfaces and travel through the air. The most common culprits behind pneumonia are bacteria and viruses. Bacteria, such as Streptococcus pneumonia, are responsible for many cases. These bacteria multiply rapidly in the lungs, triggering inflammation. Viruses, including the influenza virus and RSV, are another major cause. These viruses spread easily through the air. Fungi can also cause pneumonia, especially in individuals with weakened immune systems. Understanding what causes pneumonia is crucial for prevention. It empowers us to take steps to protect ourselves and our loved ones. Pneumonia isn't always about the germs we encounter. Sometimes it's about what we accidentally breathe into our lungs. Aspiration pneumonia occurs when foreign substances are inhaled into the lungs. This can happen for a variety of reasons, such as difficulty swallowing or vomiting. When these substances enter the lungs, they irritate the tissues, creating an environment for infection. Preventing aspiration pneumonia involves taking precautions to prevent choking and aspiration. Eating slowly and chewing food thoroughly can reduce the risk. Our immune system is a remarkable defense mechanism, but sometimes it can become weakened, making us more vulnerable to infections like pneumonia. Certain medical conditions, such as HIV/AIDS, cancer, and diabetes, can suppress the immune system. Medical treatments, such as chemotherapy, can also weaken the immune system. Medications, such as corticosteroids, can increase the risk of pneumonia. Age also plays a role in immune function. As we age, our immune system naturally weakens, increasing susceptibility to infections. Bacterial pneumonia is like an unwelcome houseguest who throws a wild party. The usual suspect is Streptococcus pneumoniae. This bacterium sets up camp in your alveoli and multiplies rapidly. Your body sends white blood cells to fight the invaders, causing congestion. Breathing becomes difficult, and you might feel like you're trying to suck air through a straw. Bacterial pneumonia often announces itself with sudden symptoms. You might experience shaking chills, high fever, and chest pain. Your cough might produce thick, discolored phlegm. The good news is that bacterial pneumonia is often treatable with antibiotics. Early diagnosis and treatment are key to preventing serious complications. Viral pneumonia is like a stealthy ninja, sneaking into your lungs. It's often milder than bacterial pneumonia, but can still knock you off your feet. Viruses such as the influenza virus and RSV are the masterminds behind this type. Viral pneumonia often starts with flu-like symptoms. As the infection progresses, you might develop a fever and shortness of breath. Unlike bacterial pneumonia, viral pneumonia doesn't respond to antibiotics. Treating viral pneumonia focuses on relieving symptoms and supporting your body's defenses. Rest and staying hydrated are crucial. Fungal pneumonia is like a rare, exotic bird. It usually affects people with weakened immune systems. Fungi thrive in soil, decaying vegetation, and bird droppings. In individuals with compromised immunity, these spores can cause infection. Fungal pneumonia often mimics other types, making it tricky to diagnose. Treatment typically involves antifungal medications. These medications target the fungal infection and help restore your body's defenses. Is pneumonia contagious? The answer is nuanced. Pneumonia itself isn't directly contagious, but the germs causing it can spread. You can catch these germs. Bacterial pneumonia is more contagious. Viral pneumonia spreads through droplets too. Think of those tiny respiratory droplets as miniature germ grenades launched into the air with every cough, sneeze, or even a hearty laugh. These droplets, invisible to the naked eye, carry the potential for infection. If you're within range of an infected person, you could inhale these droplets and become infected. They can also spread through close contact, like touching a contaminated surface. Practice good hygiene to prevent the spread of these germs. Preventing pneumonia is like playing germ warfare. You need a multi-pronged defense strategy to win. Vaccination is your first line of defense, building a wall around your body. Vaccines introduce a weakened germ, triggering your immune system to produce antibodies. These antibodies act like trained soldiers, ready to fight off real infections. Vaccines for common pneumonia causes like Streptococcus pneumonia and influenza are available. Getting vaccinated gives your immune system a head start. It's one of the most effective ways to protect yourself and loved ones. Good hygiene is your second line of defense, maintaining a clean environment. Imagine your hands as germ magnets, picking up invisible hitchhikers. Washing hands frequently is like hitting the reset button on germ exposure. It removes potential invaders before they cause trouble. Covering coughs and sneezes is like setting up a germ shield. It's a simple way to prevent the spread of infection. Preventing pneumonia isn't just about vaccines and hand washing, although those are crucial. It's also about making smart lifestyle choices that support your overall health and immune function. Think of your body as a well-oiled machine, and a healthy lifestyle is the premium fuel that keeps it running smoothly. Smoking is like throwing sand in the gears of your respiratory system. It damages the delicate cilia, tiny hair-like structures that line your airways, and help sweep away mucus and debris. This damage makes it easier for germs to invade your lungs and cause infection. Quitting smoking, or better yet, never starting, is one of the best gifts you can give your lungs and your overall health. Alcohol, when consumed in excess, can also weaken your immune system, making you more susceptible to infections like pneumonia. It's like sending your immune system on a permanent vacation, leaving your body vulnerable to attack. Moderation is key when it comes to alcohol. If you choose to drink, do so responsibly and within recommended guidelines. Getting enough sleep is like hitting the reset button on your immune system. During sleep, your body produces cytokines, proteins that help regulate your immune response. When you're sleep-deprived, your cytokine production takes a nosedive, making it harder for your body to fight off infections. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night to keep your immune system in tip-top shape. Think of your immune system as an army, constantly patrolling your body for invaders. A healthy diet provides your immune system with the right supplies to function at its best. Fruits and vegetables are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. These nutrients protect your cells from damage. Aim to fill half your plate with fruits and vegetables at every meal. Stay hydrated to support your body's natural defenses. We've journeyed deep into the world of pneumonia, exploring its causes, symptoms, and types. We've uncovered the stealthy ways it can spread and the populations most vulnerable to its grasp. But most importantly, we've armed ourselves with knowledge, the most powerful weapon in the fight against this respiratory threat. Remember, pneumonia is an infection that inflames the air sacs in your lungs, those tiny balloons responsible for exchanging oxygen and carbon dioxide. When these air sacs fill with fluid, breathing becomes a struggle, and your body's oxygen supply is compromised. This can lead to a cascade of symptoms, from a persistent cough and chest pain to shortness of breath and fever. We've learned that pneumonia can be caused by a rogues gallery of microscopic invaders, including bacteria, viruses, and fungi. These germs can spread through the air, lurking in those tiny respiratory droplets launched by coughs and sneezes. They can also spread through close contact, hitchhiking on hands and surfaces, just waiting for an opportunity to invade your body. But knowledge is power, and understanding how pneumonia spreads empowers us to take action. Vaccination is our first line of defense, like building a fortress around our bodies to keep those invaders at bay. Good hygiene, with its focus on hand washing and covering coughs and sneezes, is our second line of defense, helping to break the chain of infection. Beyond vaccines and hand washing, a healthy lifestyle is like providing our immune system with the latest weapons and armor. A nutritious diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, and lean protein, is like fueling our bodies with high-octane fuel, keeping our defenses strong and ready to fight. Regular exercise is like sending our immune system on a training mission, improving circulation and strengthening our body's ability to fight off infection. Adequate sleep is like hitting the reset button on our immune system, allowing our bodies to repair and rejuvenate. Remember, pneumonia is a serious condition, but it's often preventable. By understanding the risks, taking preventive measures, and seeking prompt medical attention when needed, we can breathe easy knowing we're doing everything we can to protect ourselves and our loved ones. So let's make a commitment to prioritize our lung health. Let's spread awareness, not germs. Let's encourage vaccination and practice good hygiene. And let's embrace healthy habits that support strong immune systems. Together, we can breathe easy and live life to the fullest, one healthy breath at a time.